Oh no, look at, we got no grip. We got no grip, boys. We got no grip. Boys, come on. If the safety car stays out another lap, it works perfectly. We made a big mistake. We made a big error. It was looking so good. Why is it not clearing up quicker? What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of this Haas career mode. We've got 3 more episodes, or 3 more races left in this season, and then we'll decide whether we want to do another season or not. I think it's official. Charles Leclerc is the champion. What's that? 90 points clear, 3... Yeah, he's champion. So Charles Leclerc is the Drivers' World Champion. Lando Norris guaranteed P2 as well. And, yeah, we're guaranteed the Constructors' Championship. So look at that. It's already done. We can try and find 3 more wins left this season. Try and get 3 more. Jack Doohan, he's only he's been our reserve driver for 3 years and he's still only 79 rated. Maybe we get him in the car next year. I don't know. If we do another season, we will definitely switch it up. I think having these drivers is like too OP and kind of ruins it a little bit. Maybe we'll have to scout out for Nicholas Latifi or something. But Hamilton's a free agent as well. Same with Alonso. But yeah, so we'll decide on that in the future. But let's get going. Oh, hello. We got some heavy rain in Mexico. This is going to make it a little bit interesting. And plus, that's on the Saturday and the Sunday. So a bit of drama could happen. We know what's happened before. We've bottled it before when it's been raining. The cars are kind of close together now with us, Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes. So it could be anybody's game if you get the strategy right. That could be the difference between finishing first or finishing out of the points, especially with the rain. So let's get into it and let's see if we can get the strategy right with Inter's wets or whatever it's going to be. All right, it's dry. It's going to rain around halfway through the session. So let's get out now, boys. Let's get our laps done. Get safely in the Q2, and then I think it's going to be it must be a wet track for Q2, Q3. I'm sure it's going to keep chucking it down. Yeah, it gets the heavy rain towards the end of the session. So let's get our lap in real quick. Bunch of people haven't come out yet. It's supposed to rain. I think there's still like a good 6-7 minutes until it's supposed to rain. So they've got time. That's us. Pretty much guaranteed through out of Q1. Yeah, there's no way we're getting knocked out. Rain coming in 4 minutes. We haven't seen the Red Bull Verstappen come out. We haven't seen Russell come out. They're leaving it really late. I mean, I tell you what, half the grid hasn't come out, so they should be all right. But it's raining in about a minute. There you go. Verstappen out of the pits now. Is that too late for Max? That's going to be too late for Max. I mean, all of them, they're going to be slow as well. Verstappen's going to be on the cusp of being knocked out. I mean, yeah, you can go quicker in the intermediates, so they're going to be fine. But Verstappen, Russell, they've risked it a little bit. They should be good if they go out in the intermediates. But they've taken a bit of a gamble here, haven't they? We're going to see him come back out. Yeah, okay, I was getting nervous for a second. I'm like, they're not coming back out. It's heavy wet. Jesus Christ. Like, if they would have came out on Inters, if these guys would have come out earlier, Verstappen or Russell, they could have been out in Q1. Interesting strategy from Red Bull and Mercedes. Let's see as they cross the line. Verstappen, they should be good. They should be able to get out of this. No. Verstappen's out. Oh, my days. Oh, he had a penalty anyway, but Verstappen out in Q1. Same with George Russell. It was just too wet. They couldn't improve. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know what? Fine by me. It was a 1-2 for us. See you later, Verstappen. I mean, that's a little annoying because Verstappen, he's our best chance of getting us a challenge. Although the Ferraris, Mercedes, even the AlphaTauris are pretty quick. And now it's completely dry again. What? How is it completely dry? First blood went to Lando Norris. He wants to get another race win. You know, the championship's over. But if he could do a Nico Rosberg and end the season... Did he win the last race? I don't know, but if he ends the season... Nico Rosberg ended the 2015 season with 4 race wins. Can Lando Norris do something similar? He can get at least 3. I'm not sure if he won the last race or not. But if he did, then yeah, he could get 4 race wins in a row. Can he hold on to this pole position? A 15.9. We're going to send them both out. I think we need to send them out now, don't we? I don't think anybody else is going out. No, they are. They're coming out really late. That seems really late. Really, really late. I'm not sure Bottas is going to get around, you know. You know, we're crossing the line at... No, Bottas is not making that. There is no way Bottas makes that. There's no way half of them make it. 3, 2, 1. Sainz isn't going to make it. Gasly just about. Sainz just about. But Perez, Zhou, Bottas, Stroll. I think Stroll was on his hot lap, actually. But they don't make it. So their session is over. Let's have a look. Lando Norris not improving. Charles Leclerc is. Charles Leclerc could steal pole position away from Lando Norris and show why he is the world champion. Charles Leclerc takes pole position by 3/1000ths. Hello, Lando. Lando says no and takes it right back. Unbelievable stuff. Hardly anything. Oh my God. Where's Carlos Sainz got that from? Hardly anything was separating Norris and Leclerc, and Sainz comes on it in and takes pole position. But he has got a penalty, so he won't be starting on the front of the grid. So a bit of a shame for him. Hopefully it's only a 5th place, so he doesn't drop down too far and he could give us a bit of a challenge. If not, and he's further down, it could just be between these two drivers. But look at this. It's going to be interesting weather. You're going to get heavy rain, you're going to get light rain, you're going to get intermediate rain, you're going to get the sun at the end, the clouds coming out. So there's a lot to this strategy. We will be starting on the intermediates though. Let's get rid of some fuel. Let's drop it to the lowest. Get rid of all this fuel. And let's get darting away at the start of the Grand Prix. Alright, everybody's on the green strip tyre. Part of me was like, is it raining heavy enough for wets? It's blimming close, you know. It's right on the edge for wet tyres. Did anybody go on wets? No, everybody on intermediates, so that's good. Because we're at the front, we don't want to be doing something different to everybody else. You can see, you can hardly see anything. It has changed to wets, so maybe the wets was the ideal choice, but it's going to turn light rain soon, so I wonder if anybody's going to pit at the end of the first lap. Carlos Sainz, only a 5th place penalty, so he's only down to P6. There is a yellow flag. It looks like it's Frederick Vessi. Gasly's had an incident. He's dropping all the way down. Verstappen's all the way down into P16. Let's see what Vesti's done on the opening corner of the first lap. He's hit Pierre Gasly. They've both had a nightmare. It is wet conditions, so you've got to be awfully careful. But Lando Norris leads us away with Charles Leclerc following in right behind, trying to get away from the rest of the field. You've got Sonoda in the Alpine up in the P4 and Carlos Sainz in P6, who will probably be our biggest threat. I'm just curious to see if anybody pits at the end of this lap. If they do, it's going to ruin their race. But it is wet conditions. Anybody in the pits? Anybody in the pits? No one in the pits. Everybody stays out. Okay. So, everybody believes that it is going to be lighter rain, which it should be very, very soon. Okay, we've got a 5-second advantage to Bottas. We're about 8-9 laps in. Ocon did just have a crash, so he's all the way down in P20. Anything can happen in the wet. Anything can happen. We just got to keep an eye on the weather. It's going to be intermediate time all the way up until around lap 22. And then that's when we've got to start thinking about pitting onto wets. And then we'll probably stay in the wets and go straight onto the dry tyres. Our drivers are doing a good job. I think now we're going to conserve a little bit of fuel. If we can conserve a little bit, save some, because we've got such a good advantage over Bottas, over Sainz. Sainz, if he can get past Bottas, he could be an issue for us. But I think up until then, we're fine. We are fine. As people come to the bits, Bottas, Russell, are they pinned on the wets already? Please tell me they're not doing that. Oh my God, Mercedes blunder. Mercedes have had a blunder. Bottas and Russell, say goodbye to the race win, fellas. What are they doing? What are they doing? They're put on the wets. The only team to put on the wet tyres. They're going to be fast maybe for the next couple laps. After that, unless they stay out until... It's this... Yeah, no, it's... Look, they're going to have to pit again back onto the inters. They're going to be so slow. Mercedes have had a nightmare. Russell is falling off from Frederick Vesti. That's how you know you've made a big mistake. So Mercedes in the mud, and Carlos Sainz has been unleashed, and he is closing in on us. We've got to try and save fuel, so we can't really pull away from him. He's going to get back on the back of us. We can go a bit more aggressive on the tyres, just because we will be pitting in around 8 to 9 laps time. So we got to keep pushing. Sainz is right in the back of us now. He looks very, very quick, but we've got to conserve fuel. So that's the main problem. That's probably why he looks super quick. It's pretty much a guaranteed double podium as long as we don't make mistakes. But now we're going to be careful because the heavy rain is coming anytime soon. I think we pit one of them at the end of this lap. I think we pit one of them at the end of this lap. Who's the lead driver? Lando Norris. We'll pit you first onto a set of wet tyres. So we'll pit Lando onto a set of wets at the end of this lap. It's not really time, but we don't want to double stack. That will take out a lot of time. There's about a minute until the rain starts chucking it down. And that's when you want to be on the wets. So Lando in at the end of this lap. Then we're going to push. We're going to push with Charles Leclerc. Push a little bit with Charles Leclerc. Try and get around before this rain gets a bit too heavy. As I've got something in my throat. But try and get around before this rain gets a bit too heavy. Where is Lando Norris going to come out? We need it. Come on. We need the rain to come now. We need it now. We're onto the wet tyres. No one else is into the pits. Lando Norris, the only one. We need it to chuck down now. Come on. Oh, it's not good for Lando. It is not good for Lando. Well, anyway, Charles Leclerc coming around. He does come out in a beautiful spot, though, Lando Norris. Look at that. Just ahead of all the cars, but they're going to be almost pushing him around. Where is the heavy rain? Here it is. Here it is. Sugar, you can't fall behind these cars. Come on, Lando. This is not good. He has no pace on those wets just yet. He will in about half a lap. He will in about half a lap. I haven't decided to pit Leclerc yet. I need to do that right now. So Leclerc onto the wets. No, Lando's lost the space. Come on, get it back, Lando. You need to hold this. Come on, those wet tyres. They're going to be working in a minute. Alpine's got through. Alpine's got through. Do not lose any more places. The wet tyres, they will work at the end of the lap. Leclerc into the pits. He has kind of got the preferred strategy. Now is the perfect time to be pitting. Alpine, please come into the pits. The Alpine, please come into the pits. We don't need you holding up Lando Norris anymore. No, he stays out. Okay. Lando, can he get the move done on the Alpine down the straight? Leclerc comes out miles ahead. Miles ahead. So we did pit a little bit too early onto the wets for Lando Norris. But now it is time for the wet tyres. And through he goes on the Alpine. Beautiful stuff. It's a bit annoying for him because we kind of threw away a race lead for him. And he's now 6 seconds behind his teammate. But it works out because he should stay ahead of Carlos Sainz because of how slow those inters are. Leclerc, Norris, just ahead of Carlos Sainz. So Leclerc in the race lead, Norris ahead of Sainz. It's a strategy masterclass. Now we've got to get it right for when to switch back either onto the intermediates or onto the dries. We've got to decide what to do there. Multiple cars have crashed. Uh-oh. Is this a safety car? We kind of need... Yes, okay. It is a safety car. We kind of needed a safety car just on the basis that we needed to conserve fuel because we were trying to do it. But Sainz had decent pace, although he was falling away from Lando Norris. I don't think there's any need to pit. No. Hold on. No, I think that's too risky. If this safety car comes out 2 laps later, we go on to the intermediates. I think that's way too risky right now. Way too risky. All right, we're just going to stay out for both cars. The thought was there. I mean, Leclerc didn't get caught by the safety car yet. So we could... Let's see what happened first. We have more time to decide whether we should pit or not. What happened? What brought out the safety car? Is it the Alpha? Is it the Mercedes? The Alpha Romeo hits the Williams. I tell you what, it looked like the Mercedes made a bit of contact as well. And when you go sliding in the wet, you go sliding. And that must have been a big impact. Getting squeezed into the barriers by another car. I think the best way to do it is... Oh, this is tough, you know. I think intermediates could be the best way. That comes in 2 minutes. We're going to risk it. We're going to risk it. It's not going to be dry enough for the dries. But if we pit for the intermediates, we'll be out behind Sainz. But we could have incredible pace over Sainz on the wet tyres. If this is the right decision. At least before it goes dry. So we're going to pit. We're going to pit. I think it's the right move. Into the pits we come with Leclerc. Into the pits we come with Lando Norris. Sainz takes the race lead. But both our cars are right behind him. We need this safety car to stay out just for a little bit. It's a genius. It's the best move possible. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. This is the way to go. It's going to be below 4 by the time we get that safety car restart. So you got... All the cars filing up now. It'll probably be at the end of this lap we get going. Stay out. If it stays out another lap, that'll be beautiful. No, it's coming in. Okay, that is a little bit annoying. But we could go full attack. This is going to work in our favor. We want to be on the intermediates at this point. Are we the only car on the intermediates? We are. We want to be on the intermediates. It is still wet.
So marginal for fuel.
Actually, if we could have got another lap, it would have been perfect. We might actually lose quite a bit of positions here at the start. Have we made a mistake? Have we made a mistake? The Ferrari's already down the inside of Lando. Oh, no.
No more rain. All clear. Confirmed.
Oh, no. Look at... We've got no grip. We got no grip, boys. We got no grip. Boys, come on. If the safety car stays out another lap, it works perfectly. We made a big mistake. We made a big error. It was looking so good. Why is it not clearing up quicker? Oh, Neil. I think it still might be the right decision, just on the basis that it's going to take so long to pit onto the Inters that we'll still come out in front. But Verstappen's overtaken us. We're losing so much time. I still think it's the right decision. I'm still backing myself. I'm still backing myself. Because now is the crossover. Now is the crossover.
Just head down, concentrate on your race.
Now's the time when these Inters work. They're going to have to pit for the Inters unless they want to stick it out all the way until the dry. So the intermediates is the tyre to be on right now. And look at that. We are gaining with Leclerc. I think we made the right decision. Norris is through now. I think we've made the right decision. Leclerc try to make a move on the Alpine of Sebastian Vettel. You didn't think you would say Sebastian Vettel in the Alpine?
And DRS is disabled. DRS disabled.
Yes. Our tyres are working the best now. Our tyres are working the best. If we can get past Vettel, there you go. Past Vettel with both cars. They haven't come into the pits yet. Now through a Verstappen. We're coming for Carlos Sainz. We made the right decision. We made the right decision. We took the pain at the start of the safety car restart. Now we're reaping the rewards as Leclerc and Norris close on in on Sainz. There's still a lot of time before we go onto the dries. They do not want to go onto the intermediates. They do not want to make that extra pit stop. That's fine by us. We'll just take the lead. Only problem is we need to be careful on the good old fuel. So when Norris gets past Sainz, which he does right now, we're going to conserve on the fuel. Now we can pick and choose when we go into the dries. We've got time. Look at this. I'm a genius. I'm a strategy genius. Look at this. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable. Look at this. Absolute genius. Charles Leclerc will pit onto the dries first. Can the softs make it to the end? Easy. Easily the softs can make it to the end. Let's just double check. Let's just go on the good old... Oh, we should probably pause the race. Go on to good old strategy. Let's chuck on a... Hold on here. Let's chuck on a set of soft tires, please. Yeah. They make it to the end easy. Wait. Yeah, they make it to the end easy. Unless we want to go onto the mediums just to be sure. I mean, we got such an advantage. I say let's just go onto the mediums just to be sure. So we're going to pit onto a set of mediums because we can push them as well if we want to. So let's go into a set of mediums for Charles Leclerc at the end of this lap. Then we'll go into a set of mediums with Lando Norris at the start of the next lap. So Charles Leclerc into the pits. Onto a set of mediums. Lando Norris onto a set of mediums. He's on the radio screaming for a set of softs. But we're going to copy the Leclerc strategy. No, Sainz is still staying out on those wet tyres. Interesting stuff. Lando Norris in at the end of this lap. Bunch of people pitting now. Lando Norris is lapping Frederick Vesti. That's how good of a decision we made to go onto the intermediate tyres. We're lapping people. We're lapping George Russell. We're lapping the field. Everybody else is on softs. Everybody else is on softs. That's fine. That's fine. We don't even need to be on soft. We're like a lap ahead of everybody. Unbelievable. We do have to worry about fuel. This is not going down as quick as I was hoping. But we've lapped everybody. We're loving life. 51 seconds clear of the field. 51 seconds. Unbelievable. Uh-oh. Leclerc's locked up. What's he done? Charles, you alright, fella? You alright? You just want to have a little battle with Lando? Is that what's going on here? He wants a little battle with Lando. The good thing about going on to mediums is we can push. We can go aggressive. And we don't have to worry about the tyres at all. As Norris, he is hovering around that DRS range of Charles Leclerc. This could get interesting between these two. If he could just about sneak in. He has snuck in. This is going to get interesting between the two of them. It's going to get very interesting. We've got 6 laps to go. The two are fighting out up front. You got Sainz 45 seconds behind. We don't have to worry. Cars crashed. Don't tell me there's a safety car. Do not tell me there's a safety car this late. Our two drivers are battling it out. Car in the wall. I don't think anything... It's Maloney down there. The soft tyres, they're all on the softs. Maloney's 15%, so he's clearly taken a big bang. We're chilling. We're chilling. 5 laps to go. We're going to let our drivers battle it out. We're going to let them battle it out. As we lap the Mercedes again. That's got to feel good. That feels very good, actually. We're going to lap Nicholas Latifi. That's when you know you've made it, once you lap Nicholas Latifi. Unbelievable. See you later, son. See you later. All right, so we're going to go full attack for both drivers. We're going to let them have it. Let them have and let them use whatever they want to use. We'll wait to use the ERS until the last lap or two. So now they're going to go at it. Now they're going to go at it. 2 laps to go. We'll allow them to both deploy all the ERS they want. We're going to leave the fuel the same just so we don't go under. But it's Leclerc and Norris. They're swapping left, right, centre. Leclerc now leads the Grand Prix as Norris dives down the inside. It's brilliant racing between the two. We have 1 lap to go. 1 lap of racing here in Mexico. That was a good rhyme, see? Practice that one. Who's got the DRS? Oh my God, Lando Norris has got the DRS. He's in front. It's Lando Norris's race to lose now. As down the straight we go, it looks like Lando Norris is going to hold on. We've lapped George Russell. Have we lapped both Mercedes? I don't know who. No, we've lapped just George Russell. We're closing in on Esteban Ocon. But we are absolutely zooming. Absolutely zooming. 47 seconds clear. We've almost lapped the whole field. Well, not really, but... I mean, it's not bad. We're half a lap ahead of blooming 3rd place. And Norris is going to win the Grand Prix. He's pulled away from Charles Leclerc. He's showing that he's still got the class to be a championship driver. Lando Norris up to the line. It's victory in Mexico. Charles Leclerc takes P2. It's domination for Haas here in a wet and dry race. Yeah. What a race that was. We nailed the strategy with the safety car. To go on to the intermediates was a genius strategy. When we started the safety car, it looked like I messed up. It looked like I made the wrong decision. Fast forward 3-4 laps and we're 20 seconds ahead of the field. Loving life. Look at Lando. Absolutely loving it. He's on the top step of the podium with Haas. Who would have thought it? Haas on the top step of the podium. He takes 26 points home as well because he got the fastest lap. Unbelievable stuff. Verstappen came through to get P4. So a fantastic drive from him. Mercedes didn't score any points. I wonder what the constructors looks like. It's close between Ferrari and Mercedes. If Ferrari would have had a good weekend there, they could have really closed that down on Mercedes. Williams still at the bottom. It's, yeah, not much has changed other than the fact that Haas are the fastest car now and absolutely dominating it. 407 points for Leclerc. He's got 11 wins this season. Lando Norris now with 6 wins, showing his worth in this Haas team. Sainz yet to win, but Verstappen has a couple himself. And yeah, let's see if we can win the final 2 races of the season as well, especially as the championships are all sewn up. So, you know, it's just developing for next year's car if we do decide to continue with a series. And yeah, just trying to win the last 2 races in Brazil and Abu Dhabi. If you have enjoyed this episode, if you have enjoyed this series, make sure you go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.